Well, here we are again, back on Silver Ridge Peaks. It feels like we've hunted this map a decent bit as of late, but it's produced some really cool hunts. So we keep on coming back here, and I'll be honest, part of my reasoning for coming here is the idea of kind of like hunting feed zones again with feeders coming out, but we're not going to make this like a feed zone hunt, just something later on when we get past maybe elk drink time. We might head into the south and hunt the open meadows. And of course, we've got black bear out here drinking, a couple of females. There is one Rocky Mountain elk, a level 3, and another bear in there. That's 300 meters away. We have the 338, so we'll just line this up, see if we can drop that right in there. And one of the, few species at this stage that hasn't been redone on Silver Ridge Peaks, and no doubt we'll be chasing all those things again, mountain goat, pronghorn, bighorn. That's gonna be part of the focus for sure. So all the way out and around, it's a gold Rocky Mountain elk, 360.79. Back in lung and liver as he was kind of stepping forward there. But it is in this server, 6:30 a.m. Got about an hour and a half in-game of elk and black bear drink time. I want to try to hit, if we can, like all these lakes, but most of them require a good bit of footwork to get to. By the way, speaking of, got some mountain goat out here. That guy's at least a 4. I think it is just 3 males. There's bighorn walking past him, but that's 284. We have the 450 today, which I thought would be a kind of cool gun for maybe some of those longer range shots. We just see over 300. He's feeding, but I think that's fine. The only thing is that could have been a smidge forward. They have huge lungs though, and he is going down. Now, that will slow down the entire pursuit of, elk and bears at all these lakes we want to get to, but simply can't pass up a decent mountain goat. Better go this way. So we made it down without sliding into the water. Our mountain goat, who died under those branches there, nice 89.44 gold. I mean, we may have been a little forward, but really, kind of centered the lung, at least towards the back of it. Not too bad, and hopefully there's more of that as we go along. I feel like we try to hunt mountain goats, but especially on Silver Ridge Peaks, I just don't know, where to consistently find them. So that's why when they show up, we go for it. That's a good looking bull. That's a 4. He is 435 to 522 though. I've seen the occasional level 4 diamond Rocky Mountain elk. I think that's that 440 rack. If his estimate was like 445, I might think he has a chance, but there's a very similar rack to the diamonds that just is honestly the same basic frame, but a little bit smaller. I think that's what we're looking at. Either way, definitely a nice one. Got bears coming out of there. Don't think the bears were very interesting. So there's our bull. I mean, fingers crossed for this, but like I said, I expected it to be 440s. Yeah, it is 449. It's a nice level 4, no doubt. Double lung. Not too bad. And, worth checking this little tiny lake here. Guess we'll start to head north then. That's another big bull. Could that be a 5? Can just see his antlers sticking up. Nope. Oh my god, but that's 465 minimum. Now, spread doesn't matter. The fact that he's really wide set does not have anything to do with that estimate. Could that be the rare level 4 Diamond Rocky? I don't know if it's probably us because the wind is bad. That hill is going to be a problem. So long as there's not a mountain lion, careening down that direction, I think we'll be just fine. Now, I do think there's a chance if this guy flees, which he's alarmed, the 4 might try to walk off. Maybe getting a shot there. We're just too low here. Okay, that's going to be good enough before he starts moving again. Try to keep that underneath the spine, looking good. To be honest, looking at him at the side, he don't look impressive at all, but 465 minimum, he's got to be close. Certainly a whole lot closer than those two. Let's take a look here. Of course, he died with his antlers completely under the ground. That's a 468, so he's just above. Almost 460 kilo, kind of a goofy looking thing. Like, real flat inside of the beams. They bend outward in a weird way. Might tax that just because I've never seen one that looks like that before. Anyway, it is probably, 7:30, oh boy. I definitely want to get here. I don't think we're going to make it to those spots. I mean, this is better than a lot of times we find this place, and it's not because of these elk. There's a group of them down here. Couple of decent ones, nothing exactly huge, and I think this time we'll maybe go ahead and, was it that one? Gotta be. Try to get that level 7 bear. It's not that, right? That's a female, so it's got to be this. I cannot believe he didn't drop. He's dead now, but 338, that should have been double lung. I don't know how he went anywhere. Either way, we'll quickly grab this guy and take a look. It was double lung, 196 meters, just took it like a champ. Is 802. I think because he can fast travel to the spots, maybe we can catch him leaving. That's not quite what we're after, but there's a level 3 Merriam turkey out there. Just to check. It looks light brown to me. It is alert. I don't know if that's because of us or a mountain lion. So we'll just take him out. Yeah, definitely not going to be any kind of crazy super rare lucistic or whatever, but hey, we'll take those. We've had, I want to say 2 light brown diamond turkeys, and they're both, you know, 4.65, 4.67, not real big ones. So there's always room for improvement. Obviously, these dang things, man, when that volume gets turned down, that's going to be nice. You know, if we could get one that's 4.7 or whatever, we would definitely replace the old one. By the way, there's another one flying at us, just a level 2 this time. That'll take care of that. I mean, there's a possibility it makes it. That'd be kind of interesting. This, before we go and grab our 3, is a 4.4. A little lower end. Got him in the lung the second time. Bears running around. I got no idea what's going on. Well, level 4. Our main one we shot was where? Right there. I can see his fan. He is gonna be 4.63. So actually barely diamond. Got changed to 4.62 quite a while back. Got him in the lung as he was walking along. I mean, we'll tax him. White beard and everything. It looks pretty cool. As I said, not any kind of super rare, but we will take it as we're hunting along. And it actually ended up working out good. There was nothing at these 2 lakes. So I quickly jumped down here. Again, just trying to hit those spots as the bear and elk are leaving. Ended up getting a nice little diamond turkey there. So here's the plan. Plains bison are going to drink. We'll maybe check some lakes for plains bison. Because, hey, speaking of rares and stuff, rare plains bison would be awesome for the trophy lodge. But my plan is primarily to hunt like down here in the meadows and stuff. We got to stay out of people's way. Try to get stuff out there feeding in the open. Pronghorn, you know, mule deer, whatever it might be. That's a big old pronghorn, level 4 up to 120. Tell you what, it's an excellent estimate. We got the 44 lever action, so there ain't no better gun for this kind of shot. Could that make it? I think it very well could. All I know is it's dead. I don't know if we got that. So, I know it dropped, but you watch his health like slowly tick down there in the spotting outline. Maybe his liver or something, but I think if that was lung, it should have been dead faster than that. Diamond's like 109. I'm going to be kind of bad if I mess that up because it should have been a free shot. Ooh, I think that's Vital Blood. I don't know. We must have gotten kind of lucky there. Look at all those turkeys going. The entire map's population's flying away, and there's more walking down there. Anyway, it ran past my pronghorn. Nice hooks on that guy. Wide set. Look at that. Again, talked about the models. What do we got? It's a diamond 110.23. Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Not a better gun to take that shot with. What a cool looking pronghorn buck. Super, super wide. That has nothing to do with it, by the way. Like elk. The spread is not relevant here in the, you know, pronghorn true score. Horn length, circumferences, and prong length are the only things that matter. That is a sweet looking pronghorn. I'm really happy with that. I just, you know, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. I don't think that was a particularly great shot, but got in the liver and lung, and we got a diamond light brown turkey and a diamond pronghorn for our trophy lodge already. Now this is a little more what we actually came here for, not, you know, spooked pronghorn like our diamond 4 there. They're just kind of walking along. I don't know where they're headed necessarily, but we're almost into reasonable range. Of course, the 44 has a pretty mean drop on it. That one's maybe a little bit better, though. Wasn't sure if we get that shot through if we just hit the ground, but must have just stayed over the ground and went through the grass. I don't know, the one that was up there, look at them flying out of there. He was 77 to 90. I didn't even get to see the estimate. This one just looked bigger. I mean, I think so. Comes in at 94. That is a guarantee that he was bigger. Double lung, perfect with the 44. We'll just keep on scooting up through here. Bear going through. There's another pronghorn, though. And at some point, probably fairly soon, right? Bighorn going to be drinking. We'll get after them as well. And you know, I just think we're going to have to shoot that. Little level 1. Same deal, we're shooting through the grass. I don't know what the heck I'm grabbing the 22 for. 0 for 100. Just punch that through. I thought that was a doe. because I don't even know if they still can. Definitely the old pronghorn models, like the bigger does, had tiny little horns. I think they maybe still do. We don't shoot many pronghorn does, to be honest. But potentially taxing to all kinds of stuff today. Had a diamond pronghorn earlier. I mean, how could that not be a Hall of Shamer? Just gonna go ahead and screenshot that. This guy is gonna score a whole 59. That is a silver. Oh, 36 though? I can't imagine you can score that low, right? Like, that's gotta be about as small as a male pronghorn can get. Almost missed the lungs. Left lung and lower neck. We'll tax it. Typically, we're going for bronze males for the Hall of Shame Lodge, but I just don't think that's possible with pronghorn. By the way, to clarify the earlier comment, yes indeed, female pronghorn do have tiny little horns. And what the heck? We're standing here, that guy's standing there. We'll just take another one. If there was like, you know, full pass-throughs and being able to get like collateral kills, I think we'd have had one there. That has some interesting implications for grinding if that was ever a thing. Anyway, 82 score in gold, heart shot with a 44 that time. Nice little, like, you know, quality young pronghorn buck. Keep on cruising up through here. What the heck is that thing? Nah, that's a leucistic or something. I don't know what the leucistic pronghorn actually look like. That's gotta be what that is. That one's taken off, so they're probably gonna be out of here. Let's 0 for 150. I really don't want to mess that up. I'm pretty sure that's a rare. It just looks like a super old pronghorn buck, but got to be something. Facing away from us, though he's not seeing us. We're gonna 0 back for 100. Still not onto us. Maybe gonna see us now? Still doesn't. Well then. That'll drop him. Did we just kill a rare pronghorn? Like, I'm pretty sure we did, but it doesn't stand out as rare. I like to not pick up the serve edge along the way and like be surprised, but I almost would have picked it up there. Like, it's gotta be. Pretty darn sure. Let's get a quick screenshot because it's laying there in the sun. Might even be a gold. He's not terribly different from that one that we shot through the grass earlier. Is that? Leucistic gold pronghorn indeed. What the heck, man? Heart shot him with the 44 as well? That's sick. That's really... It would be super easy to just see that in the distance and be like, eh, common. Like, it's not obvious at all. Like, I see what makes it leucistic, but it kind of just looks like sort of a grayish color. That is awesome. One of the new rares. I think that's our first new rare, right? No, we got a piebald bighorn. Super, super cool. I cannot believe that. Got him taxed. That's definitely going to the main lodge. I don't know where exactly, but man, with the new models, really, really cool. And something to be on the lookout for sure. Like, you see one that maybe looks a little bit off-colored? Take a second look. So we finally have some bighorn out here. That guy's not bad. 160 to 192. Decent little level 3 down there. So we'll go back to the 450. See if we can maybe get that shot at that angle. Going to drink. Should be just fine. Nice mule kick out of that. I don't know what. It's like, I guess it has to be 2 solos. Some elk taking off. Hopefully there's some better sized groups of them around. They do seem to be the only ones at this lake though, so we'll grab this guy. Nice little 167. Not quite a full curl on him, but decent looking. Barely into the max estimate for them. By the way, got some mountain goats out here again. Ooh. Better one out that direction. Oh, don't lay down. I don't know why, but I'm terrible at shooting mountain goats bedded. We'll try. I think. May have been a smidge high. Yeah, that's not looking good. I don't even know why I took the shot. I knew better. Well, he'll probably die. If that was vertebrae, it'll bring him down. And in the meantime, check this spot for bighorn first. So yeah, here's our mountain goat. And I'm pretty sure he was headed back. Kind of facing down the hill. Oh, wasn't even... Huh? Okay. A little further back would have been fine. It wasn't vertebrae. It was just in the leg. And we just didn't get into the lung. From this angle, it looks like it easily should have, but just did not quite get there. So I think our final stop of the day. Got a couple of bighorn up here, all level 3s. I want to check this other end, because they do drink over there. There's a mountain lion, so I bet there's not too many over there. None close to us. And, unsurprisingly, where the mountain lion came from, none over there. So, I mean, they're all in the same area. That's got the best estimate, but I think that's the biggest one. So let's try to line that up. It's about 220 or so. Something like that. Oh boy, maybe spinal cord because he dropped, I don't know. But I'd say it never ceases to amaze me, like, how simple it can be. Like, you know, sometimes maybe there's a trophy you really want or whatever, and you just hammer that map or whatever over and over and over again. And it just feels like, yeah, didn't we get that albino lion because of a feeder video too? Like, feeders were announced, headed for Hunga Savannah, kind of hunt feed zones and stuff. And now here again on Silver Ridge Peaks, great hunt. Diamond Pronghorn, Diamond Light Brown Merriam Turkey, and a Leucistic Pronghorn. Just because, like, it was literally almost this first reaction, like, where'd it go? Oh, look, Silver Ridge Peaks has meadows. It's truly insane sometimes. So here is our ram coming in at 159. Stabbed himself in the shoulder there when we took that shot. It's just double lung, by the way. No problem there. 222 meters. We've got a couple of trophies to take back to our lodge. Now, the big question is, honestly, what are we going to do with this pronghorn? Because I almost feel like it has to be on a full body platform, but we just don't really have any spots where we can easily do that. I also want to find somewhere good to put the diamond pronghorn. I mean, we've got this one, and this would be a level 5 pronghorn. He was 111.4, so I just think the one from today is a little bit cooler, that wide set. I mean, like, you've seen these in real life, no doubt, if you've, like, paid any attention to pronghorn hunting and stuff, like wide set, big old hooks like that. I just think that is too cool to not display. And then the question is, what to do with this Leucistic, because that I just don't know, but we gotta find a spot in the main lodge. I mean, for now, best I can come up with, I think we'll take down this diamond red deer. It's not even a big one, it's a 264. He's here to be opposite that big piebald red deer, because I just think it kind of balances this wall out, but we'll take that down. Throw the Leucistic up there instead. You know, in the lodge you can see it better. Out there in that lighting, like I said, he just looked like an old pronghorn, but you can definitely see it there. Maybe we'll switch things up, move that red deer to another room on another day, but I'm so happy with that. Our first, like, new rare pronghorn, a Leucistic, a gold in fact, and we got him in the heart with a 44 lever action. Cannot have asked for a better Silver Ridge Peaks hunt than we got today. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this video, so as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.